Do you love the beach? Are you a surfer, or would you like to learn how to surf? Or do you just love the culture of surfing? Well, if you do, definitely check out Cocoa Beach in Florida. It has everything from great free beaches to an excellent surf shop for really cute t-shirts and hats and everything you'll ever need for the beach. But more on that in a little bit. Now, Cocoa Beach is perfect for surfing. You've got endless stretches of sand as far as the eye can see. There are a lot of places to rent surfboards here, and you can take surfing lessons at one of the many surfing schools here. And depending on the weather, you're going to catch some really good waves. And Cocoa Beach is the birthplace of Kelly Slater. So if you're a surfer, he needs no introduction. You probably know who Kelly Slater is. But if you don't know who Kelly Slater is, he's basically like the Michael Jordan of surfing. He's won 11 world surfing championships, and he's considered the greatest surfer of all time. There are even 2 statues of Kelly Slater in Cocoa Beach, and this is one of them. This is at Ron John's Surf Shop, which I'm going to show you guys inside in a little bit. If you want to learn how to surf, that might be a cool surfing story. You know, you learned how to surf at Cocoa Beach, which is where Kelly Slater is from. That's kind of a cool little travel story. But Cocoa Beach is a really ideal spot for surfing. I've done surfing in California and South America, but the waves were bigger, the water was a lot colder, and instead of the sandy beaches like you see here, it was rocky and it was a lot harder to surf. So Cocoa Beach would be an excellent place to learn how to surf. I would recommend that. And the day we went, the waves were pretty small, so depending on the weather and time of year you go, you will probably have some pretty friendly waves to learn how to surf. And if you do crash into the beach, it's okay because it's a sandy beach. You know, instead of huge rocks that's gonna cut you, this is going to be a soft landing for you. And if you're doing research on Cocoa Beach, you might already see online that there are a lot of popular spots, such as, you know, by the pier. But if you want to avoid paying for parking and avoid the crowds, check out the different free beaches along the way. This is one of them. This is Lori Wilson Park. It's a really popular beach and it has free parking. It has a pretty good sized parking lot, and if the parking lot for Lori Wilson is closed, or you know, if it's full, just keep driving north. And as you can see here, there are lots of beaches along the way. I mean, we're just driving on the road, and so these are all free beaches. And if you look on Google Maps, you can check them out. Don't worry if you can't find parking at Lori Wilson, because you might be able to find free parking if you keep going north. So if you do keep going north, you're going to end up at Ron John's Surf Shop. This is the largest surf shop in the world. It's right here in Cocoa Beach. And this is not just a store, it's an actual experience. So if you really love surfing, once again, if you love the surfing culture, the beach, or beach related clothes, or even things for your house, this is a really awesome place to check out. You can buy t-shirts and mugs and surfboards and skateboards. So I'm going to show you some of the things you can get here. So the t-shirts are really good quality. They're soft, and the actual print, I was touching it and it feels like a really good quality, and it's just a unique design. So this would be a really good place to get a souvenir or a gift for a friend. And if you are in the market for a surfboard or skateboards, go to the second floor. You're going to see a bunch of surfboards and skateboards here, and if you look up at the ceiling, you're going to see some old surfboards that's signed by well-known surfers. So that's kind of a fun thing to look at. And of course, they have flip-flops and things for their house. And if you go across the street from the big Ron John's Surf Shop, there's a smaller building. It's also connected to Ron John's, but it's a smaller place. It's across the road from the main building. So they do rentals like surfboards here. And there's a little tiny surf museum in this building as well. So we checked it out real quick. If you are here at Ron John's, you can just cross the street and just check out the history of surfing here in Florida. So the exhibitions are on a regular rotation. So when you come, you're going to see different things and surfboards and old pictures that, you know, that we didn't see. It's a really tiny museum, but if you do love surfing and you want to know more about the history of surfers on the East Coast or South Florida, you can check out the Florida Surf Museum. So here's a little bonus tip. I appreciate you guys watching this far, so I'm going to give you a little bonus here. If you want to explore Cocoa Beach besides just the beach, you can check out the historical Cocoa Beach. So the historical Cocoa Beach is a cute little district district with local boutiques and restaurants. So this would be cute for a little date night or even a night out with your friends. You can check out the local gift shops and restaurants here. And if you walk on the main street, which is Harrison Street, you will end up at this park at the marina. So this is Taylor Park. This is connected to the Cocoa Riverfront Park. And this is a really nice place to take a relaxing walk on the waterfront. So you can maybe grab some ice cream and just take a walk here. And this would be a good way to round up your trip to Cocoa Beach. So instead of, just spending all your time at the beach, maybe you do want to see what else is here. This would be a really cute district to check out. And as you know, there are a lot of beaches to choose from in Florida. But if you love surfing or if you love the culture of surfing, definitely check out Cocoa Beach. And if you are in Cocoa Beach, it's a short drive to the famous Kennedy Space Center. So if you are already this close to the Kennedy Space Center, I would recommend visiting. And if you want to know more, I do have some travel guides on the Kennedy Space Center. So it includes attractions such as a simulator where you actually feel like you're being launched into space. And there's also a place at KSC where you can touch a piece of the moon. So that was really cool. So you can click on this playlist to see what else is there to do at the Florida Space Coast. And if you like travel guides and food guides, please subscribe and stay tuned.